Hi, I thought I would go ahead and do a reading of these oracle cards and these tarot cards. This is Sisters of the Sea, Lucy Cavendish. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Love these. And these two, these are great. Mermaid Tarot, Lisa Robertson, illustrated by Julie Dillon. Yeah, this is new to me, but I just see these as a tool to get into your subconscious mind. So I'm not like super familiar with like reading tarot or reading oracle cards. I'll probably have to rely on on the books a little bit, unless, I mean, there's the possibility that maybe I might get some sort of inspiration and, you know, maybe I do know how to do this. I don't know. We'll see. So this intent is for the collective, for all of us, including myself. Okay. So if anything doesn't feel resonant with you, it doesn't feel like that is meant for you, then just, you know, just discard that. Don't worry about it. Take whatever feels like it's yours and what resonates with you. And, you know, this, like I said, this to me is just another tool to kind of access your subconscious mind, because there's so much that is hidden from us in the subconscious, and this is just, I find, one way to you know, sort of like writing prompts, journal prompts, things like that, ways that you can just start reflecting and get into your subconscious. So okay, let's see here. I think I might just take maybe 2 of these oracle cards. Okay, and we'll see. Okay, that one, and then this one. Oh, actually, yeah, there's 3. There's 3. Okay, so look how pretty these are. Look at those. This is the cover. Okay, show you. Okay, so yeah, these are all upside down. Okay, I guess we're gonna go with the upside down reading then. Okay, so first of all, we have this one, the next part of your journey. Okay, but remembering that that was upside down. Okay, they were all upside down actually. Number 11, deep listening, and that was also upside down. And then the Saltwater Sisters, number 36. Okay, so all of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look them up, starting with the first one that I said, which was number 40, the next part of your journey. Okay, number 40. Okay, and before I read this, I want to look at the card. See what we can see in this card. Is there anything that you see? Okay, I see that this mermaid has well, she's sitting on a rock. She's in the water with her tail, you know, kind of soaking in the water. And she looks relaxed and just kind of enjoying the moment. But this mermaid is interesting because she has sort of like elf ears, and she has wings. This mermaid has wings. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what this is about. But just from looking at the picture and thinking of the next part of your journey, like for me, and I don't know about you, but I've been cocooning. Much of 2024 has been me in my cocoon, transforming into a butterfly. And this mermaid has her wings, and maybe this is suggesting that what's coming next is breaking out of the cocoon and just you know, opening up the wings and, you know, resting a little bit after that, because, you know, that's a huge transformation. And, you know, even just getting out of the cocoon and then also opening up the wings, you know, flap them a little bit. Have you seen a butterfly coming out of a cocoon? It's not effortless, okay? But when they do come out and they open their wings, they kind of flap them a little bit, but it takes them a moment before they just take off in flight. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that she's got her wings and she's just taking a moment for herself to gather herself and to rest and to get ready for the flight of her life, you know, like the next part of her life where she's just going to be free and soar in the sky and go where she wants to go. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's see what it says in the book. And actually, you know what? It doesn't matter that they were upside down. They don't need to be upside down, because these are oracle cards. So I was getting confused with the tarot cards. When those are upside down, then there's maybe a different meaning. But okay, so forget about the upside down cards. Okay, with the oracle cards. See, you can tell I'm new at this. But anyway, so on to what's written in the book, and let's see if my insight has anything to do with what's in this book. Excuse me. Okay, the next part of your journey. I'll leave this up here so you can see it. Sometimes it is wise to contemplate what the next part of your life will entail. This mermaid is musing over exactly that. She has traveled so far and has found places she needs to discover and come to know. Parts of herself were revealed and delighted in, but now she is unsure of what the next stage will look like and who she's becoming. She's not sure where she ought to be, who she ought to be with, if anyone at all, and she is hesitating over choices that need to be decided upon. She doesn't want to be sure right now. She is not uncomfortable with uncertainty, but she knows that to continue, she must devote some time to understanding who she wishes to next become on her life journey. So sort of like in reflective mode, right? Okay, and so, sweet child of the ocean, do you? Let me read that again. And so, sweet child of the ocean, do you? Be sure to offer yourself the time and space to map out the big wild dreams, the unmissable longings, the experiences your soul craves, and begin to shape a map of dreams. It doesn't matter how you do this. Journal, speak with trusted friends or advisors, create an image board, write a list. But the experiences must be aligned with the non-negotiable adventures your soul dreams of. And preparation and making space for these do require some planning. The mermaid is unsure, as are you, but with some time, some conversation, some imagination, you will begin to shape a map of dreams, and then you will know where to swim next, as will she. Or, I will add, where to fly next, because this mermaid looks like she can fly. So, a flying, swimming mermaid. So I was right about the reflecting, and you know, before you take off into your next adventure in life, after coming out of the cocoon, it is best to rest for a moment and decide where it is that you want to actually be. Where do you want to go? What do you want to experience? Don't just be carried off by the wind and or by the currents in the ocean. Don't just be carried off. Sometimes it's okay to do that, but at this point in your life, when you're making a big transformation from one way of being to another way of being, it's a really good idea to reflect on what you really want, so that the old life doesn't the old way of being doesn't come back in and sort of take over. Because that's what happens a lot, like especially, you know, yesterday I did a video and I talked about the subconscious and how 95% of our lives are driven by our subconscious, whatever programming is in our subconscious mind. And so thinking about that, realizing that the old programs may still be in there. So like, you know, reflecting, thinking about what you actually want in your life is a really good thing. And if you can back that up with finding out what programs are in your subconscious mind, so that you can then begin to sift through them and take what you don't want anymore, what's not working for you anymore, take those and replace them with new programming that will sculpt your life into the way that you want it, so that you can fly and swim wherever it is that you want to. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this. Okay, the next one. This one is deep listening. Deep listening. Okay, so let's look at this. So she has a dragon friend. She has a dragon friend, and you know, this mermaid looks like she has some wings too. But it looks like they're kind of just, I don't know, sort of frolicking, visiting, I don't know what you call it. They're sort of communicating and just really really seeking to understand each other and to be in tandem, and where each of their needs are met, and they both feel fulfilled and heard and seen and loved. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. They have a synergistic like relationship where they meet each other's needs, and they are definitely in tandem and working together for each other's best outcome. So let's see what the book tells us about this deep listening. This is number 11. Okay. She has traveled far beneath the sea to the great sea forests where one in need is resting quietly amidst the soft beds of darkest green kelp. She is there to offer her healing energy, to listen deeply while the creature of the deep softly shares their story. They may say very little, for they are tired and wish for peace. Sometimes we all feel like that, right? But she is there, and she can hear their soul song. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Through deep attention and focus, one being to another, their interaction is telepathic, for so much can be said and shared without any sound at all. And I know that's true, because we can see into each other's souls if we are looking, and we can help each other. We can sense what the other person is in need of. This is the deep listening of the soul, where one is aware and notices and sees and acknowledges and understands. You too may have need of the deep listening the mermaids can provide. Open yourself to their energies, stay still, and allow who you are to be present, real, and soft, and to allow one to know you. Mermaids are beings brimming with abundant healing energies. Their deep listening allows us to come forth after a time of withdrawal and introspection, for finally we may feel heard, seen, believed, and understood. This deep listening can lead to a flowing surge of emotional healing, where hurts and fatigue are shifted and cleared. What is left is our soft vitality, reassuring us of our place in this beautiful world of water and land. Okay, I really like that. I have been feeling a lot of that, and I have been getting dreams and things about this kind of connection that we have with each other, and that, you know, that everybody just wants to be loved, everybody just wants to be seen and heard, and how we each have that gift, that ability to see each other in our vulnerability, in our truth, and in the light. You know, like, we have what we need in order to provide the healing and the love and the attention for someone else. You know, just being in someone's presence and being with them is oftentimes a gift. You know, if we're not in a rush to, you know, hurry on to the next thing, if we are present in that moment with another being and allow that moment to just unfold and to be what it needs to be, and to just observe and feel and love in that moment, that is a gift that we can each give each other. We don't have to rush off to the next thing, because when we do that, we are missing the magical moments of life and the things, the very essence of what makes life worth living, if we're just rushing off to the next thing so we can just check it off of our to-do list. That's not serving anyone. You know, when we live life that way, it's not helping others, and it's not helping us, because we need to give our full attention, our full everything, just for the moments that we are together with others. Okay, so, and when I say these things, I'm not saying them only to you, I'm saying them to myself. Okay, so this reading is for all of us, is also for me. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in that. Okay, and I'm sorry, but I am going to have to drink some of my tea. Hold on a second. I have to this is part of my supplements that I take every day, and so I need to be, you know, keep taking my supplements on time. So anyway, so the next one is the Saltwater Sisters. Okay, you can see there's two mermaids, sort of just like resting on the rocks under the moon. So it's obviously during the night. The moon is full and it's illuminated like more than usual. It looks like a full moon. And they're just sort of basking in the moon's light, and looks like their hair is very similar, you know, to the moon. Like they have moon hair. I don't know what you want to call it, like shiny moon hair, silver hair, white hair. I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, so okay, I'm not really sure what this card is saying. It looks like they're sort of, I don't know, if you look at their facial expressions, it looks like they're sort of the one on the bottom looks like she's a little bit rolling her eyes. So I don't know if they're like not getting along, and they sort of have their backs turned to each other a little bit. Maybe they're trying to work something out under the light of the moon, you know, the truth. Maybe they're, you know, they're trying to be, they're not swimming away from each other, and maybe they're just trying to be connected to each other, but they're, at the moment, there's a little, possibly some friction. Okay, that's just what I'm looking at. That's what I'm getting from just looking at this. And maybe that's not what the cards say, but we'll see what they say. Okay, this is number 36, the Saltwater Sisters. All right, and I can't hold the card up right now, I'm sorry. Salt is a miracle made by the sea. The salt of the water preserves, cures, heals, dispels ills and ailments, and eases aches deep in the bones weighed down by the gravity of the world of air. When the saltwater sisters come, they wish to gift you salt. Salt that flavors life, making it tasty and tangy once again. Salt that has the power to melt the ice around a cold heart. Salt that dissolves in water, its invisible power lifting you up, for salt water is more buoyant than fresh water. Salt can be used in spell work and blessings and to banish negativity that is not useful or realistic. Salt harvested beneath the moon, as is the salt gathered by these sister mermaids. So I guess they're gathering salt. Has the power to purify and repel ill thoughts and wishes. It helps to heal our minds and bodies from accumulated energies that can make us hurt. It shows us that the element of Mother Earth is inseparable from Mother Ocean. When this card comes to you, please know it is time to harvest in the right ways and to work with this precious ocean mineral to banish, protect, preserve, and restore your well-being. Mother Ocean is pure, healing, and uplifting. If you cannot take yourself into the waters of her infinite moonlit cauldron, bathe in salted and blessed water on a full moon. Feel the purity of the mermaids become yours. Know you are blessed, you are protected, and that you and your home are full of beautiful energy. Let the sacred salt come in like the waves of the ocean and restore the balance within your most precious life. So it is talking of restoring balance, which, I obviously didn't pick up on that they were harvesting salt under the moon. But I did, there was some sort of imbalance that I was sensing in that. Okay. All right. So I don't know. Should we go into the tarot? Maybe ask some clarifying, maybe on just one of the cards, one of the oracle cards. Maybe we could ask just like from this one here, maybe we could ask, okay, because this is the next part of your journey, and remember we were talking about how the mermaid needs to rest a little bit and decide where she wants to go. Okay, so maybe going off of that, we could ask, let's see, we could ask where, if we could have more specific explanation of where we're going next. What's next? What in our immediate future, like right after we are done resting from opening those wings and feeling feeling that transition finish, the finishing of the coming out of that caterpillar cocoon stage and going fully into the next part of our life's journey as a newly transformed butterfly or mermaid with wings. we can ask for more specifics, like, okay, where's that taking us? Where do we need to focus? Okay, so okay, I hope these aren't going to all be upside down, but we've got the Hierophant. She has a big feather, and it looks like she's definitely writing something down. So maybe you know, this is it's New Year's Eve, right? Maybe sitting down, writing out what it is that you want in your life, you know, getting really clear about what it is that you want in your life. It doesn't have to necessarily coincide with New Year's goals or anything like that. It could just be, you know, you don't have to go year to year. You can change, you can decide, you can reflect on a daily basis. You don't have to just save things for New Year's. So maybe that's part of, you know, what she's doing is she's like getting really clear about what she really wants in her life. Okay, writing it down, and I'm gonna put that upside down to remind me. Oh gosh, I think are they all upside down? They are. Okay, whatever. Okay, so, and this is the star. It looks like she has a conch or something that she's letting her voice be heard. She's making noise. She's making sound she's doing it carefree for anyone to hear, and she's under the guiding star. And she's confident, and she's sure about where she is and where she's going. Okay. Then we have, oops, it left, it fell on the floor. Hold on. Sorry about that. It wanted to fly, but you know what? Maybe the reason is because this one's like so playful. 6 of Cups. These little girls, or these mermaids, and they're not all girls, I don't think. These mermaids are playing playfully with objects that maybe are new to them, and they haven't seen them before, and they're really mesmerized by it, and like curious, and you know, that's how we are when we're children. We just like, you know, something new is exciting, and we have this playful spirit about us, and we just want to explore and discover. And I think that as we grow older, we can lose that childlike playfulness, that spirit of discovery, exploration, and imagination. We can lose that, and it can become dormant in us. And I think this is telling us that we need to keep that beautiful side of us, that the origin of like who we are, because that's what we were first. We were very playful first, and it's only as we get older that we can become like more serious and more calculated in everything that we do. When we need to have a spirit of discovery and exploration and freedom, carefree approach to life, you know, with some planning, like, you know, like we were saying here, with some planning, with some like really reflecting on what you really, really, really want in your life, and like confidence, and in knowing that you're being you're being guided, you're being led, you're being supported in the things that you want, and to make those things a reality for you. But do it playfully. Do it playfully, okay? All right, this one, justice, and do it with balance. You have to balance. See, and in the cards we were shown that this one and this one, that there needs to be a balance, right? You can be playful and explorative and curious, but you also need to have a little bit of planning, a little bit of strategy, okay? That's where the balance comes in, because when we balance everything in our lives, and when we balance our energy, that's when we're able to feel the most grounded and the most secure and the most abundant as well. When you're balanced, that's when everything you want comes to you. Okay, next one, Ace of Swords. I don't really know what Ace of Swords means. I am going to look this one up. Ace of Swords, let's see, let's find it in here. Okay, gotta find it. Where is it? Oh, okay, I think it might be near the back. Okay, Ace of Swords. Okay. Resting deep on the ocean floor, once on the deck of the ship that was transporting it from faraway worlds, lays the magical sword of knowledge. Okay, it's a sword of knowledge. A snaking rope moves slowly and heavily with the motion of the waves, keeping the sword in place. All that knowledge and power is simply out in the open, waiting for someone to come and claim it. The irony is that this deep down in the ocean, no one cares. What good is this sword to the creatures of the sea? This relic teaches us that the value of all gifts is in the eye of the beholder. This sword might be the very thing you require, but then again, maybe its secrets don't interest you at all. Only you will know. Okay, and because it was reversed or upside down, this is what it says. Is it really bad to walk away from information you never asked for? In our age of information overload, the Ace of Swords in the reversed position may very well be suggesting an information diet. Hidden deep under the sea, no one can hear the stories of the Sword of Knowledge has to tell, and maybe that is a good thing. We live in a world of noise already. Would you even notice another addition to the orchestra? Remove yourself from all new information for a while and give yourself time to distinguish what is essential and useful for your ears and what is just noise pollution. Okay, so similarly, what we were talking about before with like really reflecting, discovering, deciding what it is that you want in your life, and not just letting the noise and the things that that are in your subconscious mind, that have been programmed into your mind, not letting those things take over, and not letting new programming coming in take over your life, because you need to be careful about what you let in, so that you can be the one navigating where you go. Okay, because your subconscious mind is actually the navigator. That is what drives your whole life. And so you have to, okay, at this point, you know, we all have like so much programming in us, and we have to figure out what those programs are, and then, you know, go through them, discard them, you know, if we don't like them, or keep the ones you do like, okay? Because I think there's some good programming too. But you just, the whole idea is that for you to feel like yourself and to feel in balance and in alignment with yourself, with like your higher self, you have to be the one to be navigating. You can't just leave it up to, I mean, it's going to still be the subconscious mind doing it, but you need to change those programs, or at least sift through them and only you know, only keep the ones that are helping, and then add more of the ones that are that you want in your life, okay? So that you can keep the balance, right? So use that sword to like decide, you know, decide what it is that you want. Okay, and this one is the Page of Cups. Oh, look, cute little fish in the fish bowl, and suggests some sort of playful, I don't know, something playful. I'm not really sure what this one is. So this is Page of Cups. Let me see if I can find that page. Page of Cups. Okay. Sorry. It doesn't give me page numbers, so. Page of Cups. Okay. So the Page of Cups, a page sits on the bench trying his best to practice his scrying, which I don't know what scrying is. I like mermaids, but I'm not sure what scrying is. But it is sure hard to see the images inside the water his cup holds. Oh, okay. I guess he's like trying to like read something. Okay. When there's a fish jumping around in it, it's like makes it hard for him to see what he's trying to see. Okay. Then again, it might just be part of the lesson. Lots of things move around in the water, and he will have to learn to be able to see past them, through them, to the important information he seeks. Okay. So what better way to start your scrying lesson than with a fish in your cup? Something to assist you in seeing past the ripples life creates, talking you through the process of the currents of life, showing you how to look deeper, further, and with more meaning to all that is being offered to you. Okay, and in the reverse it says, the Page of Cups has a tendency to be moody and disengaged when upside down. I don't know, are you guys moody lately? The emotions have won out, and the page has given up even trying to move past his or her brooding. This may be an important part of the page's learning how to master the stormy emotions, learning how to feel it all. And that's key. You do need to feel. You need to feel, so you don't like stick your energy into your body and get, you know, so it doesn't get stuck there. Okay, I know, because I've been removing a lot of stuck energy this year, and a lot of stuff's come up, and I have to feel it and let it like just flow through me so that it can leave my body, and that is helping me a lot. Okay, so with time, the page will learn to harness this sort of moodiness. For now, he or she just sits in it, stewing and sorting. Okay, so again, balance is key. Learning how to balance things and to not get consumed by the negativity, the emotions, the things that are you know, stirring the pot, you know, like that are kind of upsetting you. Don't let those things, don't let them take over, You know, find your balance. Find your balance. I have other videos that I talked about balance before. You know, I talked about how you know, the merry-go-round of life, and how you get to your center, and you learn how to get to the center of that merry-go-round, and then the world isn't spinning as fast. Your world is not, I mean, it's still spinning fast, but it all depends on where you position yourself on the merry-go-round, whether or not you feel the effects of the dizzying force of going around and around and around. When you scoot your butt more towards the center of the merry-go-round, then you don't feel so dizzy and so disoriented. Okay, so figure out what it is for you in your life. Where's the center of the merry-go-round? Where can you sit in your life right now to find the balance that you need in order to go to the next part of your life, which looks very exciting. You're gonna have wings. You're gonna, you know, you coming out of that cocoon with new wings and new everything in order to enjoy this next part of your life. So make sure that you figure out what it is that you really want and how you can scoot your butt into the center of that merry-go-round, so that you're not like so confused about or so frustrated about what you're doing. Okay, you know, and remember to be playful. Remember to balance it with playfulness, and to have confidence, and to know that you are supported in everything that you're doing. And remember also to sift through the information that you already have and the new information that comes in. Sift through that and figure out, is that really what you want in your life? And these are the things that I'm seeing in looking at these cards. And like I said, I'm new at this, but it does feel to me like it's not any different than other tools, you know, where you just try to find meaning. We read stories, we watch movies. All these things assist us in making sense of our world, of our lives. And I feel like these cards are beautiful, and they pretty much are the same kind of help, but maybe a little bit more with more intent. We can use them with a little bit more intent. Like, I don't know, for me, I find meaning in so many different things, and movies, songs, all of these things, stories, they all bring so much meaning and messages to my life that I can use for reflection, and to figure out what to make sense of my world, of my life. That's what I do with all of the things that I experience in my life. I'm always so very reflective and trying to find meaning in all of it, and even in like the conversations I have with people, or even in the things that I dream about, you know, like daydream, or even dreams that I actually have when I wake up and I remember the dreams. There's often a message in those dreams that helps me to shift my focus, or see another person in a different way that actually helps improve our relationship. You know, these are just tools and gifts that we're given to help us to understand our world and to understand ourselves. And for me, helps me get into my subconscious mind so I know what's there. And anyway, I hope that was at least interesting, maybe a little fun for you. I don't know. But anyway, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And, you know, don't save all your planning and goal setting and whatever it is you're reflecting. Don't save it for just one time a year. Do it whenever you feel called to do it. Do it every day if you want. I tend to do it quite often, and it helps. It helps a lot. So, all right, that's it. Bye.